like Coach said, I'm Coach Clements. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about accountability today. All right. First off, everybody get one of these sheets? Anybody not get one of these? You did not? If you didn't get one, come grab one right here, guys. Okay, we can help pass these around too. But while we're all getting a sheet here, okay, I think it's important to start off with just defining what accountability is, okay? Because I think so many times, especially in sports, we get these words that are, I call them like Sunday school words, okay? They're these key words that everybody always says when they talk about sports. You know, it's accountability, discipline, hard work, teamwork, all these words, right? I think we say these words over and over, right? Okay? We say them so much that we almost become numb to their meaning, right? Okay? So the first thing I want to do here, okay, is everybody where it says, what is accountability? Okay? I want you to get your pen, pencil, whatever, okay? I want you to, in your words, tell me what you think accountability is. Here's the kicker, okay? All right, here's the kicker on this. Because I did this with my wife and realized that you got to specify this, okay? When I'm defining this, I cannot use the word accountable. That seems like a very elementary thing, okay? But what is accountability? I don't want you to say, well, it's holding somebody accountable. Use your own words here and not use the word accountable, all right? Give you a couple minutes. DB stuff. DB stuff. All right. If you're still writing, that's cool. All right. So when I'm sitting up here talking, guys, I don't want this to be like I'm sitting up here on the pulpit like preaching to you the whole time. Okay. All right. So I want some feedback here. All right. So I like it. Raising the hand already. But what we're going to do is, okay, one person per row. Okay. There's going to be some times where we get feedback in this. I want to hear what y'all got. Okay. So somebody on the back row. Let's start in the back. Take responsibility for your own actions. Unbelievable. Great answer. Third row.
Holding people to a certain standard.
Holding people to a certain standard. Second row. Yes, ma'am.
Holding yourself to a certain standard or goal no matter what.
Love it. Front row. TJ. Pushing yourself. All great answers, guys. Okay, all great answers. Okay. I really like the second and third row. Okay, row 2 is just on it today, man. Got Gatorades, great answers. That's what I'm talking about. But holding yourself to a certain standard. Okay, all right, and pushing yourself to be better than that standard. Okay, in my mind, that's what it is. Okay, all right. So now the second part of this. Okay, now we've defined that word. So the second part of this is, okay, what does it look like? All right? What does it look like? I want you to put a couple examples down. This could be you holding somebody accountable, okay, or your coaches or somebody holding you accountable, okay? Just give me a couple of examples here. Still got a couple people writing, and that is fine, okay? So, examples of what accountability looks like, okay? Let's start on the front row this time. Somebody give me some examples. Go ahead.
Make sure you finish your rep, or make sure your teammate finishes all his reps.
Finishing, right? Making sure we finish. Okay, you got something too?
Someone does something wrong, you correct them.
Does something wrong, you correct them. Pretty straightforward, right? Second row, what y'all got? Yes, ma'am.
Pushing yourself and your teammates to your limits consistently.
Consistently pushing yourself to the limits. Third row.
Skipping reps or keeping another teammate out of trouble.
I like that. Okay, not just in the sports arena. Okay, keeping out of trouble. All right, great stuff. Back row, what we got?
Trusting that your team could do her job or her part for the team.
Trusting in your teammates, right? Knowing that they're going to do their job. Okay, all great answers. Okay, all great answers. All right. I'm going to tell you a little story here, all right, to kind of illustrate what we're thinking here, okay? Because the next word you can see on there is true ownership, right? Ownership. Well, the story we're going to talk about, okay, is in Iraq. It's the city of Ramadi, okay? One of the bloodiest battles, like the whole time we were in the Iraq War, okay? And so the Navy SEALs, who you saw in the video, okay, they're over there. All right, the city of Ramadi is like bad guy central, okay? All right, there's just a bunch of bad dudes. It's in a neighborhood, but they have set up shop right there. Like, this is our city. Nothing you can do about it. Tough luck, okay? Well, the Navy SEALs decided, no, we're taking this back, okay? This is going to be ours. Sorry, we're coming to your backyard. We're taking it, okay? So these two platoons go, right? Their objective is to go, bam, take out this enemy sniper. Okay, he's been wearing out the U.S. forces. Okay, so they go, boom, separate, go, get the objective, get the bad guy, right? Cool. Go freedom, all that stuff. Okay, well, as they're pulling out, going back to the outpost, okay, they get engaged with like heavy gunfire, which was pretty normal. Okay, all right, they'd been over there for about 6 months at this point. Okay. Feel like they know what's going on. All right? So nothing new. So they come out, one team gets engaged, wear out the bad guys. Awesome. Hustle back, get in there. Everybody's happy. Hey, nobody died. We got back to where we got to go. All that's great. Okay? Well, now that second team is rolling in. All right? Commander sees the second team coming in. He's like, hey, y'all didn't lose nobody either. Awesome. Right? Everybody feels great. No loss of life. All that stuff. Okay? Second platoon guy, all right, the commander comes in, like up to Coach Beasley. He's like, all right, man, this is my boy. I'm about to say you got in good. He comes up, hey, grabs him on the shirt and said, hey, bud, that's not how we do things. He's like, what are you talking about? Okay? We got everybody back alive. Killed the bad guy. All that's great, right? Okay? Well, he's like, look, man, no. Just because we've been here 6 months, we're killing bad guys, all that good stuff, we're still going to do things the right way. All right? When you pull out of, like, engaging areas, okay, the Navy SEALs, they do, like, duck and cover, okay? So basically, one group is pulling out, the other group is wearing out the bad guys, okay? Well, the one group got so engaged with the gunfight, forgot all about the other group. Okay? Didn't do things the right way. Didn't hold themselves to the standard that they created. Okay? So a lot of people talking about holding people accountable. Okay? You said making sure they don't do wrong, right? Okay? Making sure they don't skip reps. Great answers. Okay? But guys, to be great, you can't just keep people from doing the wrong thing. All right? It's got to be the right thing. all the time. All the time. Okay? Like y'all said, it's a standard of how we do things. And nothing else close ain't it. It's got to be that. Period. Okay? Period. Doesn't matter how long we've been doing it. Doesn't matter. Hey, this got it done. We were successful with this. Doesn't matter. That ain't the standard. All right? That's not how we're going to do it. Okay? So that's like ownership. Okay? Ownership, that's what this word is. Okay? It really needs to be the word honesty. Okay? Because when you're having ownership of yourself, okay, or ownership of your team and the performance, you got to be brutally honest with yourself. Brutally honest. Doesn't matter. Hey, we won the game. Awesome. Good. Well, yeah, we did, but you lined up wrong 3 times. The next game, that'll get us beat. All right? It's always being honest with yourself and the team. Okay? That's what we're looking for here. Okay? It's the standard all the time. Nothing else matters. Okay? So now, looking on number 2 here on your sheets. Okay? We're going to talk about 2 different kinds of accountability here. Okay? So after we go through these, I want you to give me your definition of both here. Okay? Self-accountability. Okay? Self-accountability. Second one, collective accountability. Okay? All right, give me an answer on both of those. Remember, you can't use the word accountable. We're the worst people to ask. What time's the bell ring? 15. Thank you, brother. Yep. All right, if you're still working, that's fine, guys. Let's start on the back row with self-accountability. Yes, ma'am. Not letting yourself do less than what you're capable of. Great answer. Third row, what we got?
Not letting yourself give up or give in.
Not letting yourself give up. Love it. William?
To never skip or do something halfway and be satisfied.
Never doing it halfway, never being satisfied. Love that. Front row, what we got?
Not quitting even when you're tired.
Not quitting, okay? All that's really good. Basically, not letting yourself below that standard, okay? Not letting yourself do anything less, okay? All right, and then what William said is really good. Never being satisfied with that, okay? I think that is really, really important, okay? All right, the quarterback room, we talk about this a lot, okay? All right, talking about that word honesty and ownership, all right, kind of having a parallel there, okay? You got to be honest with the guy or the girl in the mirror that you're looking at, okay? Because only you know if you're doing your absolute best, right? Okay? Coaches can speculate, all right? Your friends can speculate that, like, yeah, man, he's probably giving it all he's got. But only you really know, okay? So being honest with yourself, okay? All right, now, collective accountability. Bottom row. What we got?
When a group of people make sure everyone's doing the right thing 100% of the time.
The group, right? Yes, ma'am.
I said
Take and give constructive criticism. I like that a lot. Third row, what we got? Setting the example, right? Being the standard. Back row.
Holding the team to a higher standard than what you know they can't do and asking for more.
Asking for more. I like that. Okay. All right. So the next thing right here. Okay. All right. Because being honest. Okay. And being aware and owning. Okay. Your accountability. Okay. One thing that's very important. Okay. Is to know that what are the roadblocks. All right. And we'll talk about why I use the phrase roadblock here in a second. Okay. But it's really important to be aware that we don't live in a world of sunshine and rainbows, right? Be great if we did. But there will be conflict, okay? Especially when you're trying to hold somebody to a standard that you see inside of them and they don't see in themselves. Very easy for people to get defensive in a hurry, okay? So to be able to have strategies built in to know this is going to happen and this is how we're going to react, we need to go ahead and list what those roadblocks are. Things that are going to keep us from getting where we got to be. Holding each other accountable. Okay? It might be, you might write down somebody's name on there. Everybody knows. Talking about accountability. Everybody in here has somebody in their head saying, nah, they ain't got it. Right? Right or wrong? Okay? It is what it is. Okay? But let's be honest here. Okay? Just write down 2 or 3 things that could pop up and be problematic. Okay? With holding yourself or the group accountable. Okay? Give you a couple minutes for that. Did you see that? All right, on the back row, okay, what's something that could be a potential roadblock? Poor work ethic. What you got? Somebody's mindset? Absolutely. Third row, what y'all got? Self-doubt, negative thoughts, absolutely. Third row, still waiting for somebody from y'all.
Following the crowd.
Following the crowd, absolutely.
People who don't do either of them, like self-accountability or self-accountability.
Absolutely.
Selfish teammates.
Selfish teammates, absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
So being a leader, do you try to gain control over the team?
Yep, absolutely. Blaming. Playing the blame game. Down here, what y'all got? Laziness. Excuses. Absolutely, man. Excuses. Okay? All those things that are negative. Okay? Negative. Blaming. All that stuff. Okay? The analogy I like is this. Okay? And this is why we said roadblocks. Okay? So, think of a roadblock. Okay? You're trying to get somewhere. All right? All of a sudden you see those yellow and orange cones that are always knocked over on the side of the road. And there's somebody that was like a half-lit cigarette holding up a stop sign. You know? Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Okay?
You just dropped it.
Yeah. All right. What immediately goes through your mind when you see that? Turn around. Absolutely. Something else. About to be late. All right. What we're getting at is inconvenience, right? Inconvenience. So, roadblocks. Okay? It's already there. It's inconvenient. Some people already said it. Maybe I should just turn around. All right, whatever. Get out of here. I'm not trying to be late. Maybe I'll just go around it. Okay? Everybody's got a GPS on their phone. I'll just go around it, whatever. Okay? All that stuff. Well, guys, the roadblocks in your life are going to be teammates that don't want it. Okay? Teammates that don't want it. Negative attitudes. Okay? Excuses. All that stuff. Okay? Those are roadblocks to trying to hold yourself and other people accountable. Okay? My point here is this with the analogy. Okay? If you're trying to get where we all want to go and be great, you can't avoid them. You can't just turn around. Can't just go around it. You got to face them. Okay? You got to sit there. And hell, guys, it might be like downtown that took them like 15 years to resurface the roads and all that. Okay? It might be inconvenient. It might take a little time. You might have to fix some holes in the road. All that stuff. Okay? But if you don't and you just avoid it, it's always going to be there. The problem will always be there. And you can't get to where you're going if there's always a problem right there in the middle. Okay? All right? So next part here, okay? And this is probably the hardest thing about accountability. Okay? The hardest thing. Hardest thing about sports and life in general, really, guys and girls. Sorry. Consistency. Consistency. All right? Because I know when I was y'all's age, okay, accountability and all these words, I heard all that stuff and about the process and all that. In my mind, I was thinking, man, that sounds like a ton of freaking work. Immediately in my head. Okay? But then you dive into it and you're like, okay, I'll give this a go, man. I'll jump all in. Okay? And you do it for a couple days. Now it's such a change, okay, in your routine maybe, that you're like, golly, man, I cannot see myself doing this over and over and over, right? We're just being real, okay? But guys, the thing is, it only takes, well, all right, I can't really do it exactly right today. Whatever, all right? Coach ain't looking. I don't have to do 8 reps here. I can just do 7, man. What's the difference? I mean, you start making those little bitty changes, okay? You concede just a little bit. Then all of a sudden, you got another problem. You formed another roadblock. So consistency day in and day out, that's the biggest thing. And guys, I'm telling you, right here it says underneath it, okay? Accountability is not what? Circumstantial. Holding yourself accountable and holding your team accountable, it doesn't matter if it's hot outside or if it's cold outside, okay? Or if it's the middle of the year and you've done the same stupid warm-up every freaking day of practice and you don't want to do it again. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Everybody's laughing. They know exactly what I'm talking about with that stupid warm-up, huh? Okay? But guys, little bitty details. Being consistent. Little bitty details. And guys, it might be a lifestyle change for some people. Okay? To be consistent and hold yourself accountable all the time. Just keep doing it. Coach Weingarten says this all the time, and it's so good. Just keep doing the next right thing. That standard that you're holding each other to, holding yourself to, that's got to be like a North Star for you that you're constantly following. Constantly. It's got to shape all your decisions. All right? Am I holding myself accountable? All right? This is my standard. This is what I say I'm going to be all about. Do these actions and these decisions line up with that? That's it, guys. And just do it over and over and over. All right? We had one more thing, but I ran out of time, guys. maybe I can come back next week and. All right, good deal. So the next step here. All right, this is a really powerful thing, guys. Okay, and it's so hard to wrap your mind around this thought process. Okay, as a teenager. Okay, I'm 29 years old, and it's still hard for me sometimes. Okay. The next step is creating other accountable people. All right? First and foremost, you got to hold yourself accountable. Like we said, you got to be honest with that person in the mirror. Okay? But then that next step is creating other accountable people. It's like this. Okay? Guys, every school out there has that one team or 1 year or whatever they talk about, right? Man, that team was awesome. We were awesome that year, because we had this player or whatever. That's great. I mean, awesome. We won that year, okay? But if you want to be transcendent, okay, and really leave a legacy, that legacy word that we've been talking about a lot, okay, the accountability can't just be one person. That's got to be infectious. It's got to infect other people. Because now, it's not just one team you're changing. It's not just 1 year you're changing. Now you're changing the culture of the whole building, which is what we're shooting for, guys. All right? Thank y'all for letting me preach up here. Have a good day.